Okay, I've got a couple questions on explodes, and I thought I would cover this not necessarily more in depth than I did before, but just to touch on it again. So here's my main assembly. How do I look at my explode? Well, I right click on the main assembly and click on explode, and this is the explode that SolidWorks is saying that I want to look at. If I have more than one, if I right click on my configurations, here is this exploded view. So to show that, again, let's collapse this and let's make another explode. Not that I would want to do that, but every time I click explode and click OK, it creates another configuration. So this is done in steps, if you remember, and let's create a step. This is explode step 1, and I'm just going to click on this subassembly, and this subassembly. And I'm going to move them out this way. There's a step. Now, if I click OK, that ends the explode. It doesn't end the step. Okay? If I click on done, I'm done with that step, and now I can create another step. So I could grab this subassembly and drag it that way. And if I'm done with that step, I click done. Now let's say I change my mind and I want this subassembly to be moved out and up. That's another step. Done. I click OK. I'm done with that explode. I can't, if I go back into explode again, it starts all over, because by clicking on explode again, it's saying I want to create a new one. So how do I deal with that? If I didn't know that and I kept doing it over and over, now your configurations are full of a bunch of unfinished explodes of maybe only one step apiece. First thing I would do is, pick the one that's done the farthest that you want to keep, and then you can right click and you can delete those explode features that you don't want. You can also, you can sort of edit steps. It gets a little tricky into editing steps, but I could right click on this and I could edit feature, and it would take me back to this explode. And you can click on these explodes up here and you can edit them. It gets a little bit funky. A lot of times it's easier to just delete a step and redo it than it is to try and fix it. But remember, there's explodes, which are different configurations, and then there's steps, and those steps are within the explode. Hopefully that clears some stuff up.